For speed across the ice there is Amundsen, for scientific research there is Scott, but in times of trouble pray God for Shackleton. I'm Tim Jarvis. I'm an environmental scientist and polar explorer and leader of the Shackleton Epic expedition, the first expedition to authentically retrace Sir Ernest Shackleton's journey, essentially escaping from Antarctica and trying to survive after the loss of his ship. First heard about Shackleton 30 years ago. He was one of those boys' own adventure heroes that everybody had heard of. Over the years, the enormity of what he'd achieved gradually seeped into my consciousness, and 30 years on I found myself following in his footsteps. Well, Shackleton was ahead of his time, emotionally intelligent I think we'd call him today, but he was someone who really understood what made people tick and how to get the best out of people. He never really asked others to do what he wasn't prepared to do himself. He was a consummate manager of change on the run. He never lost sight of what he was trying to achieve. He understood that the how could change in accordance with the landscape or seascape in his circumstances. I think expeditions have two components to them. I think the physical side is about obviously being fit and able to handle the extreme conditions, and you train for that over a period of years to get that right. And the Shackleton expedition, we had to learn to traditionally navigate. We had to climb using, to say it was rudimentary equipment was putting it mildly. I mean, your nails pushed through the soles of your boots for grip and things like that. I mean, that was a lot of training involved in that side. The mental side is about understanding what it is you want to achieve and how you achieve it in the face of ever-changing circumstances. So a storm takes your sail out, you have to think about how you can still reach South Georgia in that set of circumstances. So it's all about being flexible, outcome focused, showing resilience, having a sense of humour for your predicament, being very good at setting milestones for yourself, breaking the enormity of the whole thing down into small pieces and working towards the achievement of those. And those things are skills you learn over a long time. I think the secrets of a good team player is someone who understands what the roles of the other people in the team are so they can step up and help still achieve the goal. And the sort of things I look for were people who were prepared to work for one another. No one gets paid on my expeditions. We're all in it for the love and for the camaraderie. Not take themselves too seriously. Be outcome focused people, have a good sense of humour. Be prepared to work for your fellow man on the expedition. That's what I was really looking for. I think Shackleton's greatest achievement was saving all of his men from certain death when his ship sank in 1916 and bringing them all home alive. It was really part of this whole ethos of leaving no one behind that he stood for, and he often did this, sacrificing the goals of the expedition such that he would get everybody home. So I'm inspired by anybody who takes the lead on something and takes ownership of their lives. Shackleton's leadership is all about achieving big goals against the odds, and I think we need to instill that in people to want to do that in their own lives.